I'm Kim Beekman from Ski Magazine, and I'm here with Glen Plake, who is my total childhood hero. And we're sitting in the Elan booth at SIA, and thanks to our partners Elan, Ski Magazine, and Brand Live, we're going to do a little conversation. So, yeah, how you just got in?
Yeah, I just flew in. I've been in up in enjoying the Eastern Cascades, which is a beautiful part of the country. You know, I'm from east side of California. Mammoth area is where I call my home, but the east side of, I think all the east side of the whole Pacific range is super cool. So I was up in Mazama, a little sleepy place that we won't talk too much about because it's too nice there to let anybody know. But no, people know.
So I have a question for you. You have managed to stay relevant far longer than almost everybody else in this industry. I mean, I had posters of you on my wall as a kid, and you are still crushing it and so badass. Tell me what your secret is. How do you keep reinventing yourself? You know,
I have to first clarify that it's a very humbling experience in a way, and an honor to hear people say that to you. I received a text this morning from someone that I spent some time with the last week that said the same thing. So I have to clear the air there. I don't take that for granted at all. Maybe because of that, it might be why I keep inspiring myself. You know, we have so many diversities in the sport of skiing. So many different techniques that we can explore, so many different activities, so many different experiences that it comes quite natural for me to just go do whatever the heck it is. And so I guess that's probably one of the reasons why I've never really went away. I've never taken any, I don't take a winter off, you know, I do my thing, you know, because I just love, I love all the different things we can do. I love the dedication that a World Cup racer does. I love the dedication that someone's out ski tour does. I love ski jumping. I love mogul skiing. I love skiing on really, really bad snow. I mean, the one thing that I probably find the least enjoyment in is actually what everybody's talking about. Everybody wants to go powder skiing. I don't find that very enjoyable, actually. It's very two-dimensional. For myself, I find many other things in the sport that are much more rewarding than the powder run, as weird as that sounds.
Interesting.
So, you asked, that's what I'm talking about.
That's too easy, right?
No, just, I enjoy the technique, my interaction with my skis, interaction with the snow. You know, those are the things that have continually driven me, whether it was seeing how much snow I can make fly in the air, my early years of mogul skiing, or in fact, just, you know, going out and skiing the highest mountains in the world.
And people don't know this about you, but you're an accomplished ski mountaineer. I feel like people don't normally associate you with that.
There was no reason to talk about it
because you're not
in the
out there
old days.
spraying about it.
There was never any reason to talk about it in the old days because nobody cared.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I and several friends would do when we wanted to go, you know, be ourselves, so to speak. You know, I learned early on that the ski area was a fun place to go play and enjoy things, but you know, the confines of the ski area was we wanted more, and we started climbing where the ski areas weren't. I mean, it's the only way you get up there, and one thing led to another, and you become, you know, you reach further, you get more experience, allows you to do more things, other things, and it was stuff that we did on our own time. So I have very little helicopter experience, to be honest, but I got a lot of time climbing in the hills, and again, nobody cared. Me and Darren and a bunch of other, you know, Darren was my primary partner in my developmental years, and that's what we did. And now everybody's talking about it. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, and we're kind of like, well, I'd like to try that someday, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Let me show you this picture, actually. So I've had the pleasure being being the first guy up there a few times. I'm really proud of some of the work that I did in Japan that goes completely unnoticed. But I did a lot of exploration in where everybody's skiing in Japan nowadays.
Before everybody knew about January.
I was the only Westerner there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we go do our thing, and we go frolic around in the hills, and we hike up things, and we ski back down, and it's wonderful. And I'm glad everybody, through the technology and knowledge, that people have found this enjoyable. Because honestly, 15, 20 years ago, try to talk somebody to go for a walk, they were like, what? You're gonna do what? Or now everybody would be like, oh, I'd love to do that. It's cool. I think it's neat. I think it's great that we have a desire to be into our wildlands. I think they're way overprotected. I don't agree with with the expansion of wilderness areas and things that everybody thinks, because it just needs to be accessible, and the more they make it confined, the more difficult it gets to get to. And I think people out there exploring and doing the things in public demand, hopefully the U.S. forests and U.S. mountains will become a little more accessible one way or another. And
with more people out there exploring, then those people get more passionate and are bigger advocates for.
And they'll want to have it.
Right.
I mean, we want to protect it, but we also I want to be able to use it.
That's interesting.
The ski area, permitted area, they ain't going to build any more new ones.
Right.
So if we want to evolve as a sport or as a desire, the thresholds are gone in skiing. We've got wide skis, we've got grooming, we've got meticulous slope preparation. There's nowhere nobody can't ski anymore.
Right.
It's not the old days where, powder day, me and my buddies were up there because we knew how to ski.
Right.
Top of the mountain is not a place where everybody can go there now.
Right.
So where does that dedicated person, where does that passionate person go? They move away from the ski area, because that's where the thresholds of skiing still exist.
Yeah.
So
tell me a little bit about your
got off track. So.
It happens.
No, you asked me. I'm very passionate about it, and it was really funny. Because like I said, nobody ever cared, and now everybody wants to talk about it. But I had the pleasure of being I've got quite extensive Himalayan experience. I've had the pleasure of being all over the place. It's great. And I love it. I love it. I love railing moguls up and down a yo-yo too.
Yeah.
I ain't bashing skiers. I like that too.
That's great. Getting back to ski areas, tell me a little bit about your down-home tour. And one of the big criticisms that people have of the ski industry is it's becoming a rich white person sport, and I feel like you're doing a lot of work out there just to keep it accessible and to talk about that and bring that into conversation.
I think what ends up happening is we have this, without a doubt, you cannot argue that there are ski resorts and that there are ski areas.
Right.
Unfortunately, the ski resort has a lot larger voice in public perception and what have you than your normal ski area.
Yeah.
But the ski area is kind of where it goes all down, and that's where people go on a daily basis. It might be in their community, it might be in their, close proximity to their region, their area. If we only look at the ski resorts, you could easily say that skiing might be the misconception that a lot of people have. I mean, it seems like as soon as you say ski resort, then the first thing you hear is condominium, and then the next one is golf course, which doesn't make sense at all, because it's skiing. It's a dumb hick sport at the end of the dirt road. Why are we building golf courses? But that's another issue. Including all the great ski resorts. No, I was actually over in Chamonix, and I heard a North Carolina accent.
You're kidding.
And I couldn't believe that this guy was in Chamonix with a big old mouthful of marbles.
Yeah.
And I asked him, where the heck did he learn how to ski?
Yeah.
And he said, I grew up in North Carolina. And I was like, what? And so anyways, that left a big mark on me.
Yeah.
Another thing was I was doing a promo in Minneapolis, and some kids came in all their ski gear.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you guys are all fired up, all dressed up. And they were like, no, we just got done skiing. And I was like, what do you mean you went skiing? Where's the skiing? And they're like, well, the ski area is just, like 20 minutes down the road. I was like, what? Well, about the same time, this is back in the analog years, I used to get a lot of fan mail.
Yeah.
And I never got it from big ski areas, so to speak, or big. It was always from a little place somewhere or wherever have you. So, anyways, I was very curious, and me and my wife had just been married, and actually even during the dating, I finally was like, I want to go to North Carolina and go skiing. And she was in New York City, but we had to drive to Texas.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to go to North Carolina and go skiing. Have you ever been? And she grew up skiing in the Texas church groups, skiing North Carolina. Whoa. So I was like, I got to go see this place. Yeah. I mean, I'm just so intrigued. So I ended up going down there to Beach Mountain, and it was really fun. We didn't tell anybody we were coming. We literally walked up, bought a ticket, started skiing. Next thing you know, it was like wanted poster on the wall. It was like, yeah, that's him. And it was really fun. So we said, after meeting these kids in Minneapolis, I said, I need to do something. I want to go ski with people. I want to go ski where they live with them. Yeah. I don't want to, okay, we all want to aspire something. We all want to go live the heli dream. We all want to go ski the steep slopes. We all want to, but I was like, I want to go ski where they ski. Yeah. And so we used our honeymoon for our first down-home tour. Yeah, we skied 50 different ski areas in 68 days. Didn't tell anybody we were coming. Just cruised around, and since then we've done 9 different ones and different areas. And we just, it's just cool to show up on a Tuesday to just some ski area. And they're like, but aren't you? Yes. Yep. Why do you, what?
Why are you here?
Like, we're just here to, so ski school's clinicing? Okay, cool, I'll clinic with you guys.
That's great.
Race teams training? Oh, hang on, let me get my race skis. Nowadays ski touring, it's, you hook up with some crew, hey, we're gonna go do a ski tour. Well, no problem, I'm gonna grab my touring skis. So it's really, it's my way to just say thanks, really, honestly. It's also my way. I come off of down-home tours, and I am one fired up friggin' cookie, because I got so much passion driven into my heart, and I come out of those down-home tours, pissed off or happy, depends which one, whatever I'm using for motivation that day. But no, it's down-home tours are cool. I really love it. I get to see people, ski with people. I get to be them for a day, and hopefully they get to be me. I mean, we love as humans, we love personal interaction with others most of the time. And that's what we want to be around each other most of the time. It's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
Share each other's experiences and live vicariously through each other. I mean, that's why we all stare at YouTube videos and things. I mean, we all want to be associated with each other in one way or another. Down-home tour lets me do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I heard you say one time that you didn't really think that you saw anybody doing anything truly revolutionary these days. From the hot dogging days, that was really like the huge curve where stuff started to really change. And what do you see as far as the future? I mean, do you see any trends that are starting to kind of come about that are really different? Anything unique going on in the industry that you really, are piqued by your curiosity? Or...
I mean, I find it interesting that the youth is being exposed to the things that they're being exposed to at the ages that they're being exposed to.
Okay.
I find that interesting.
What do you mean by that?
Backcountry, for instance, or ski racing. I'm little kids know things that we didn't know until we were teenagers or even beyond.
Right.
So I find that interesting, actually, that a little kid is aware of, that somebody may have skied that peak outside of town. And you're like, how do you know that? And so I find that kind of interesting. And the only reason I bring that up is because we're so quick to steer trends in our industry. We're so quick to throw away freestyle skiing because, we're just not into that now. We're all into powder skiing or racing stupid or whatever. I mean, whatever. So I think that the fact that the next generations are being exposed to all these different things, it'll be interesting to see what thing they actually adhere to. Are skinny skis coming back? Will you know, social mogul skiing come back. I don't know, but I hope it will.
I hope so.
It's super fun.
I want to make mogul skiing
It's
cool
super
again.
fun. It's spring. We've been backcountry all the winter. We've been getting the pow.
Awesome.
Now let's just go kick bumps in the slush.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Preaching to the choir there.
Awesome.
But again, is that anywhere in the show? No.
Yeah.
So, not to say that I'm not saying bank on mogul skiing. I hope so. But I do find it interesting that if the next generations are exposed to some things that we've kind of tossed to the wayside, I find that interesting.
Yeah.
And the ability is so easily achieved now because of the technologies, the programs, the openness. You know, I mean, we'd get kicked off a race team because they found us out jumping.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So now all the race teams are thinking, well, we need to have the freestyle program.
Right.
I mean, this isn't nothing new that I'm talking about, but it's accepted.
Yeah.
As far as anything new happening, yes, there are, without a doubt. There's new techniques, there's new abilities, but I don't think the passion has changed.
Yeah.
So I think when I said I didn't see anything happening new, I think you could take Bob Salerno or John Clendenin or Bobby Burns and Tanner and myself and all the kids that are going to be coming up in the next 5 to 10 years, and all go ski together, and we'd probably have a pretty good time because we're the same. So that's what I meant when I said not a lot's happening.
It never ceases to amaze me driving up to the mountains every weekend with my daughter, how many people are so committed. You know, you're frustrated in traffic and you're like, God, how does everybody do this every weekend, you know? And we're just a passionate crew. It's a total pain in the butt.
What do you do with the poles?
Oh my God. So it's amazing. We're a passionate tribe for sure.
No, it's, you know, for a long time, everything was like skiing. Mountain biking, it's like skiing.
Right.
Windsurfing, it's just like skiing. Rollerblading, it's just like skiing. It's like skiing.
Right.
No, there is nothing like skiing. Quit saying that. Don't associate your sport, which is great. I'm not saying it, but don't say it's like skiing because it's not.
I love it.
It's nothing like skiing. That's why skiing is so cool.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. You know?
So with everything that you've done in your life, what's still on the list for you? What are some of your goals or things that you really want to accomplish or do, or like, I don't know, what's on the list?
I take every opportunity that comes my way.
Yeah.
Whether it's you know, the last few years I've been real passionate about some long distance bicycle racing. Because I had an opportunity, and I took that opportunity, and it led me down some wonderful adventures. I've had some really, really great adventures, you know, with some car racing, just because it came my way. I'm a bit of a creature of habit, so you know, I love going back and repeating old things too. You know, the Sierras have record amounts of snow this year. I look forward to going back and doing some things that haven't been on my mind in 15, 20 years, because it was stuff that I did a long time ago. I look forward to go back and revisiting those places again in a completely different era. Yeah, I just, you know, I'm completely open to change, I guess, my own self. I don't mind, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not stuck in a rut. I'll go any direction, whether it's from a distraction, including maybe another, you know, other activities, but in my own personal skiing, you know, I took on this project to become a you know, PSI level 3.
Yeah.
A couple, 6, 7 years ago. Now I'm working on my examiner's certification.
Awesome.
I've, you know, I started down the road to go get. It's kind of funny. I'm going back to school because school didn't even exist. But you know, I've been going through the AMGA guides programs. You know, these are things that kind of just keep me frustrated, I guess.
Yeah. Frustrated is good.
No.
Motivates you.
I mean that in a positive way.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Me and my wife travel the world skiing.
Yep.
That really is my job. I have the passion, you know,
Yep.
to ski design. Just finished up a great boot project, but it really all just, none of that would happen as long as if I don't just go out and ski myself
Yep.
and go do the things myself. You know, we live in our truck, and you know,
awesome.
we're based at Mammoth all winter long. That's my home mountain, but honestly, I don't have a house there. We have our truck there, so I mean, we
Awesome.
It's cliche to say we walk the walk, but we do.
You do. I want to come walk it with you. Let's go skiing. Let's go skiing.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, thank you so much for talking to me.
Oh, with pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope everybody has a great winter, and yeah, go enjoy the things that got you curious. Try different things. Don't get stuck in a rut, and away we go.
Yeah. Thank you again, Elan, Brand Live, and Ski Magazine. Thank you, Glen Plake.
Thank you, Kim.
Okay.